What up guys, this is Sidamite and today I'm going to be doing a video on why Serbians sing like Arabs. So basically it's not just Serbia, so it's all of the Balkans except for like I guess like Slovenia. I've just never heard like a melismatic, and that's what the sound is when people are saying that it sounds Arabic. That's what they're hearing is the melismatic singing. It's like the wavy singing and the intonation that they use and stuff. So but yeah, like melismatic singing doesn't really exist in Slovenia, or at least I haven't heard it, and it like is pretty rare in Croatia because they don't really like that stuff and they talk shit about it. But wavy singing or melismatic singing is super common in Bosnia, Serbia, Bulgaria, Macedonia, Greece, Albania especially, and Turkey. So and the rest of the like in the Middle East. So first of all, why does the Balkans sound like that? Isn't the Balkans in Europe? So there's two theories to this. Like one, that there's ones that the Serbians who like want to feel really good about themselves, like that this is the one that they choose, and it's that Turkey brought this sound to the Balkans, and it's like, well, like because Turkey like used to be the Ottoman Empire and it ruled in the Balkans for like 500 to 600 years in total. Like I think it had like Albania and Greece for around like, or I think it had Greece the most for around like 500 something years, and then Serbia and Bulgaria the second most at like 500 and 400 years, and then like Bosnia at like 350, something like that, and then Croatia for around like 100 and 150, something around there. And I don't think Slovenia, or if it ever was, it was like not part of like Ottoman proper. It was like either they surrendered and just kind of like became an autonomous zone, or like they never were part of it. So yeah, and then Hungary was part of it for like 60 years or some shit, and then I think Slovakia, like southern Slovakia, was part of it. I don't even really think it was part of it, like honestly. I think that they just fought against them, but I think I've heard that they took over like some cities down there, so like that was probably like 40 years. But yeah, so people who subscribe to that notion that Turkey brought this sound and music to the Balkans say that, yeah, that it happened during the Ottoman Empire, and that over time like the culture just kind of meshed in with like the local like Illyrian Slavic culture, just kind of meshed in with the fucking Turkish culture. So, and that's why like how Serbian, the language is like 2/3 Slavic, 1/3 Turkish, like just vocabulary wise, out of the 9,000 most words used, or no, out of the 30,000 most common words, I think 9,000 are Turkish or some shit like that. But yeah, like people who want to feel good about themselves think of it like that, but people who like have more of like a historical knowledge behind this stuff, like, or I guess genetic stuff, like would say that it's probably been here since before Turkey, and that's what I think. I think that melismatic singing came from just the first Europeans that came from like the Levant area, and then just settled in the Balkans. Like since Balkanic people, we were the first Europeans, like that's just where that sound came from. I think that the people who lived in the Levant area sang like that, and then when they moved into Europe, being the first Europeans, like they just sang like that, and then that's just like how the music sounded. So, and then when other groups started coming in, like the Slavs in the 600s, like we mixed with them, and then they became part of us. We became part of them, like at least within that state, not like in Russia, but like yeah. And then it kind of just was a whole mix of everything. So like yeah, that's how I think it happened. And also like I've read that like there was like Muslim like outposts and towns and stuff like that before like the Ottoman Empire even existed. So like in the Balkans there's like little Muslim zones and shit, but that doesn't have anything to do with fucking melismatic singing. I guess that I just threw that in there. But yeah, so pretty much melismatic singing comes from just the Vincha people, the very first Europeans in Serbia, and they sang like that. So yeah.